Hi, today we're talking about diet, nutrition and training, and in particular when most people say I'm trying to lose some body weight or some body fat, I'm going on holiday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start exercising and start reducing what I eat, so the do more, eat less method. It's quite common. People that are not in the fitness industry, people that are in the fitness industry or train regularly know this doesn't work. It's a simple calculation of if you do more, you need more as well. In most cases when I train people, I look at what they're eating on a daily basis. It's typically too low anyway. We need to start to increase what they eat to begin with, which is quite a shock to people. And they say, give me a nutrition plan, and I say, eat more. It's quite a nice surprise. But it's typically because their body's running on low fuel all the time, and that they're living in this low calorie, low eating pattern. And what it means is they're not even getting enough of the nutrients they need to support things like the liver function, the kidney function. They're not doing the basics of having the right hydration level. So once you start taking them to the gym and start exercising and doing more, the body demands more as well. You're losing more water. You're using more of the essential vitamins and minerals that you need. You're losing body salt. So we need to make sure these are replaced and replenished and boosted as well. So you typically find that when people go to the gym, they try to eat less. And then what happens is the body goes into a starvation survival mode. It grips onto body fat and they end up not getting the results and the benefits they actually want. So if you're looking to try and lose body fat, rather than just doing more, start to increase what you eat. Good foods, green vegetables, high quality meat and fish. Start eating more at sensible times as well, so you're not eating late at night, you're not eating high amounts in one go, you just keep the body nourished, you start stocking up on what you can eat. And what starts to happen is your body starts to think, well, that's great, I can start to now get rid of some of that body fat that I'm holding on to. It can start to break down fat tissue a lot quicker. It can start to use it as a fuel, and that's essentially what we're trying to do. By exercising more, we're trying to burn more, and we can't burn more if you're not giving the right fuel to that fire. So eating less and doing more just won't work. Your body will hold on to more body fat. Eat more, train more effectively, and eat better foods, you'll get a perfect result. This isn't a hard calculation to make. It's a very naive and silly way to think, well, if I just eat less, my body will just burn everything more. It's not a healthy way of doing it, and it will also give you what's called reverse effects or reversibility in the future, where if you do get an initial gain, so you start to get a bit smaller to begin with, then what you start to create is more damage in the body. What typically happens is people put on the weight once they start going back to normal eating patterns. They put on twice as much body fat, so they end up with a worse end point than they started at. So it's not a sensible way, and it's why people do this yo-yo dieting throughout their life of I eat good, then I train a lot and eat less, and they just get into a sticky slope and a mismatch of what's working and what isn't. So rather than doing it in a very silly and unsafe way, just start to eat more of better foods, exercise more, you'll get a better result. Okay, trust me, I've been doing this for a long time now, and I've been through this myself, and it's not a good way to do it, especially mentally as well. Okay, it's going to put you into more of a depression by eating less. And this is what scares people about having a personal trainer, because they think they're going to put them on a massively restricted diet and they're going to say you can't have all this food that you really want to eat. Whereas in reality, when you get a good personal trainer, the first thing they say is, look, let's look at what you eat, let's increase that, let's get more good foods in. So rather than taking foods away, we actually just replace them with better options and make stepping stones and small steps towards achieving your goal in a safer, more effective way.